Hey everyone, it's Jeff here at Lawson's Creek Apiary. I am just going to do a quick video today. Been having issues with that bucket feeder, and I talked to Greg with Nature's Image Farm, and we've kind of come to the conclusion that it's probably getting a little too cold overnight. We're still getting into the 30s. There's a lot of condensation developing on the lid of that, and it's dripping down, and it's running down the front of the hive. As you can see, the brick is wet right there. I flipped it over this morning. I just kind of slowly lifted it up. I went out early in the morning and I just lifted it up slowly, and it was just constantly trickling water down from the condensation. So I flipped it upright and covered the hole and left it like that so that it wouldn't keep dripping on them. I am going to switch over to the Ziploc bag method. I saw on Bob Benny's video, and I know Natalie just posted one as well. So I'm going to switch to that. I'm also going to check the pollen patty and add more if it's needed. I'm not going to take any frames out or anything like that today. It's just going to be a quick video switching the feed out, and then when it warms back up, you know, our overnight lows are staying in the 50s maybe, I will put the bucket feeder back on and try that again. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is pop this top box off real quick, check this pollen patty. If they've still got some, I'm not going to worry about it. And if they don't, I'll add a little bit more. They don't have very much left, so I'm going to add a little bit more. I'm not going to add a lot. I'm just going to do another piece about the same size, which was a 1/3 pound. So it's been 4 days. Wait, Sunday. Yeah, 4 days. So in 4 days, they ate that mostly all the way. Put some holes in it. You can see where the brood nest is. These 3 frames here, 4 frames. Just kind of squishing this down so that it'll fit easier without pushing the frames up. Okay. I'd like to get it right here, but I didn't bring my smoker, so I'm gonna have to kind of just push these girls out of the way a little bit. They'll move. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go back on with this box. All right, so let's go ahead and take this lid off. Probably put my veil on. Stand by. All right, I'm back. So first thing I'm going to do is throw this feeder shim on there. With that Ziploc baggie, I do not want the lid smashing it down and making it leak faster than it needs to. Okay, so we got that. I know in Bob's video, the gentleman that was doing the presentation, I forgot his name, you're gonna have to forgive me, I'll add it to the screen. He used like a razor blade and cut slits in the top. Natalie used a needle and poked holes. I'm gonna go somewhere along the lines of what Natalie did. I've got a paper clip here and I'm just gonna poke holes. I'm gonna do 5 or 6 holes and see how that goes. I'm using the Ziploc brand, which is what he suggested, but I'm not doing the 1 gallon. This is just the sandwich size bag. So it's not gonna hold a lot of syrup. I don't really need it to. I'll check on it frequently and add more if I need to. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and pour some syrup into the bag and try not to make a big mess. That's good enough. And and then I need to get all the air out of it. So I'm going to set it here, close it. Okay, so I'm just pushing the air out of it, and then I'm going to seal it up. Seal it really good. Okay, so now you can see that vacuum is created in there. There's no air gap. So now I'm just going to lay this across the top. Make sure it's not leaking out of that top part, and it doesn't appear to be. So now I'm going to poke some holes. Paper clip's not sharp, so I got to put a little bit of effort into it. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we'll go with 6. Yeah, man, I can see some liquid squeezing out of there. He did mention putting blocks underneath these corners up here if they leak. I don't see anything leaking out of mine, so I'm not going to worry about that. I've also kind of offset it over to this side because I know the eggs and stuff are on this 2 frames, so that's where the brood are at. So I've got it over here. That way, if there is a leak, it's going to go down this side. Same thing in the bottom box. All the brood is over here, not over here. So worst case scenario, if this starts leaking, it will hopefully not leak down on any brood. And it definitely clears the feeder shim, so it's not going to get any pressure on it when I put this lid back on. So I'm going to go ahead and put the lid back on there now. All right, everyone, so I got that completed, and I kind of realized there's a simple way for me to check this. I'm just leaving this on here to cover the hole for now. I'm not, I don't have it upside down, so I'm not feeding them through this at all. But if I move this over and I look through that hole, there's the Ziploc bag right there. So I can kind of check on how full it is just by moving this lid to the side and seeing when I need to refill it without really disturbing the bees very much. So that should work out pretty well. I will keep you updated on the progress of it. Since there's not very much sugar in there, I'll probably come out here and check on it daily just through that little top peephole without actually opening it, and then I'll refill it as needed. All right, thank you guys for stopping by. If you have any questions, let me know.